It's The Chat at noon.
I'm joined today by Joy Connor with Axe Community, and this organization is huge downtown and obviously helps serve our community in so many different ways. And so I just want to start off by just you telling us a little bit about you guys and what some of the services are that you provide for the community.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having us on today. We're really honored. So, Axe Community, we actually serve three primary populations: senior citizens, kids, and trafficked individuals. So, right now, the majority of what our organization does, the building downtown, is primarily used for senior citizens. So, we have everything from activities, a daily lunch, just things to really help seniors get out of isolation, allows them to build community, and just really have an incredible life. And with our kids program, that has been served right now through like groceries and hygiene and meeting primary needs for families with kids in the home. And we're going to be opening our after school program. That's one of our primary things that we're working on this year. And so that we'll be able to serve kids in a whole new way. And we're really, really excited about that. And with our anti-trafficking, it's primarily about helping prevent and doing a lot of awareness and then meeting emergency needs as they come.
Yes, and that's kind of what I want to get into next is obviously January is a big month for you guys because it is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. And primarily in your role with Axe Community, you're the director of two different things. Can you talk about that and just the correlation between Human Trafficking Awareness Month?
Absolutely. So I am the director of our senior citizen program and the Acts Against Human Trafficking. And so what my main role is with that is a lot of prevention, which comes in the form of education a lot of times. And then, like I mentioned earlier, as we meet emergency or as we find emergency needs, we're meeting those. So with January, and like you said, with it being Human Trafficking Prevention and Awareness Month, we do have several different events coming up. So a lot of these things we have targeted specifically, like our trainings, to different organizations, businesses, so that way we can tailor them for those particular organizations' needs. And so we've actually opened up to the public this month for our anti-trafficking program to be able to talk about what it looks like here in the Texas Panhandle and how to be a part of preventing it, because we all get to be a part of the solution, but not until we understand what it looks like here. So that is one of the big things that we'll be doing in January. So we actually have three. May I speak to each of them? The anti-trafficking prevention that I mentioned earlier, we initially had that scheduled for the 11th, but we all got snowed in. So we ended up moving that to February 1st. So with that, we've had the privilege of having an FBI agent. She's going to come in and kind of speak to some local cases, because I really truly believe that a lot of people in smaller towns think human trafficking is an overseas issue, just something that happens so far away. But it's really something that happens right in our own backyards. And until we become aware of what it looks like, we really can't do anything about it, and we allow it to continue. So our goal with Acts Against Human Trafficking is to really help our community be the people that are out there, like become aware of it, being the ones who are reporting it, be the eyes and ears, so that way we can say no more here.
For sure. Yeah, like I think it's obviously in the name itself, it's all about awareness. And as you kind of mentioned too, I think people in the area don't realize that it is an issue here. And can you kind of speak to that? I don't know if you know or can share much information on what we see locally, but kind of what you guys look to and see in your organization.
Mhm. So there's multiple things in Amarillo and the Panhandle specifically. There's a lot of labor trafficking, unfortunately, because of farming and things like that. There's a lot of sex trafficking that you see that can look like in the form of prostitution. The biggest growing form of human trafficking right now is sexual exploitation online. And that unfortunately takes place not only with children, but also in the senior citizen population. And so with our organization, it allows us to be fully rounded and understand the needs of those different populations and really be able to speak to how to be aware and how to be an advocate for your own community.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because I mean, you always think of children obviously too, but I never really thought about like the senior citizen community and aspect in that too. So thank you for sharing that because I didn't know that as much either, but that's a good point. And so, kind of like you said, obviously with January, Human Trafficking Awareness Month. 2025 just started, and obviously, like, a new year comes with new things. And so, what are you
Yes.
most looking forward to or hope to accomplish as an organization?
So we're really hoping to grow each of our programs with excellence. We have organizations partnering with us all over the world. And so we're just asking anybody who might be watching this to, if you want to be a part of that too, we'd absolutely love for you to join us. And then the healing aspect has grown a lot as well. We've had the opportunity to develop a healing program that can be done within a group setting, but really remain anonymous for those that are going through healing steps. So whether it is somebody that has been in a traffic situation, which we have had several go through that program and just have given incredible feedback about it, or if you're somebody where you're going, I've had brokenness and pain in my past and I want to be able to mentally and emotionally separate that from the opportunities of my future, that is also going to be on February 1st following the human trafficking prevention seminar. So all of that is on our website. But to speak to, as we continue in the new year, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be launching our kids after school program. So not only growing each of our programs, but our goal really is to grow them with excellence and efficiency, so we can make sure that we're not just meeting the needs of those that come to us, but we're meeting them to a scale that is just helping incorporate everything that their needs truly are: body, mind, soul, all of the above.
I love that so, so much. And Joy, you seem so passionate about talking about these things and obviously being with the organization. So I just want to ask you, like, what is it about Acts Community that you love so much and, have that passion in serving?
So, I mentioned several different programs and things that we do, but all of it really is for the people. So it is the connections that we get to make, the lives that we get to just be even if it's a small part of changing. There are some, stories I've heard of people that have been coming and how it's greatly impacted their life. But even just, a smile, just knowing that somebody is more at peace, knowing that they have the food they need, or they've been, been removed from a situation that wasn't healthy or safe for them. It's really the people. Like, that is the biggest privilege of working with this place, is just being able to connect with the people.
Love that. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys continue to do as this year rolls around, and things happen and move quite fast. And so another thing I want to ask before we end this conversation is, first off, just how people can get involved and help you guys. I don't know if you are looking for volunteers or anything in that aspect, but how can everyone be aware about what you guys are doing?
So I do want to ask you to visit our website, because there you'll be able to see some of the different things that we're doing. And then you can just reach out to us through there as well and let us know what particular area you'd like to be involved in the most. But come check it out. You can reach out to me through that as well, and come and take a tour and find out like what you are the most passionate about, so we can help get you plugged into that area.
Awesome. Well, thank you so, so much for sharing. And this has been the Chat at Noon. I'm Kelsey Davis for News Channel 10.